South America, but what we really like to talk about is the giant bills of theirs. Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. When the sun is behind them, they almost glow. It's because they're mostly hollow. And so they just, but they're really strong, very light. Anyways, so our guys, now there they are. You guys are just beautiful. Now we actually have a young female and a young male, and we expect by spring coming up that they might be thinking about baby toucans, which might be the only thing cuter than a baby giraffe. But in the wild, when they get to that point where they're going to start, you know, getting close to it, they have something that they do. They will get a piece of food and play catch. You know, it's just sort of their way of saying, hey, you're pretty swell. Ours aren't doing that yet, but they are sharing food and playing and really getting along really well. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Those guys like to eat fruit, nuts, occasionally small animals. You know what they don't eat? Fruit Loops. Now, if you go up that walkway, it's all part of our construction. If you go down to the right, you look and you'll see the new home of our American alligator, Mary Lou.
I saw that. I love that.
Now, Mary Lou happens to be the only animal at the zoo today who was here when we opened 50 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It makes her an original. I used to say it made her a little old lady, and then last week a woman came up to me and said, I am 52 and I am not a little old lady. So we have Swan Lake right over here. We have 5 black swans, 3 of which are still very young, only 3 months old, but they're already almost as big as their parents. Beautiful creatures with big curly black feathers. Alright, as we leave the front area, we're coming around the little backside here, get a little private behind the scene look at some of the cool things we have and do. For example, coming right up is our current animal kitchen. It's going to be this little building with double glass doors. Inside there they prepare 500 to 1,000 individual meals a day. And that's for everything from insects to elephants. So it's a heck of a job every single day.
You have an easier job.
I got the best job.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this construction, when this is finished, this is our Discovery Pavilion. And in the spring, it's going to be a fantastic public space, community space. They have educational facilities, classrooms, meeting rooms, exhibits, galleries, that sort of thing. It's solar powered. And in fact, this corner piece out here, that's going to be the new animal kitchen. You can see it's already like 3 times bigger than the current one. That's going to have a big old window so you can watch and prepare stuff every day.
That'll be cool.
Now this is our animal hospital. Basically a state-of-the-art medical facility. We have a full-time vet and staff, and they pretty much have not a whole lot that they can't do. Except for get the elephants in the front door. And the giraffes. That's a little physically tricky one. But our vet makes house calls. Back here, this is just a temporary holding facility, mostly for birds where they sleep at night. There's some flamingos and cockatoos and macaws.
Why is that red train in there?
We've had a train program here since '86. You guys are riding Kate. She's about 10 years old. Inside there we have the red train. That's Victor. Victor's not out because, one, we're a little bit short-handed today. But Victor was the original from '86. We also have young Emmett in there, but he's getting some work done. He'll be ready in a couple of weeks. Trains are hand-named by the Duncan family here in town. They happen to own all the Rusty's pizzas, so next time you're in Rusty's, you can thank them for us. Now, here coming up on Gibbon Island. This is is our home of our two white-headed gibbons, Jasmine and Gulliver. And here they are. If you look on the walkway, look up in the tree. There they are. Jasmine is the white one.
Ducky.
There they are. Now these guys are, again, white-headed gibbons. They live in the wild. They live in very dense jungles. They get around almost always by just swinging through the trees on vines and branches. That's why we have all the ropes out here and kind of try to duplicate it as best we can living in Southern California. But these guys are great athletes. In the wild, they can move through the trees at up to 35 miles an hour. They're just amazing. Really great athletes.
Oh, right here.
Turtle.
There's
Yes,
three.
I will quickly, quickly digress. We have turtles. They are red-eared sliders, and they are an invasive species. Now, these guys are gibbons. They are apes, not monkeys. Monkeys have tails. The other thing these guys don't have is the ability to swim because their bones are so dense they pretty much just sink. But anyways, they're really bright, so they stay out of the water. We have yet to lose a gibbon. All right, now on our left, this is the beautiful Andre Clark Bird Refuge. Oh, good.
Crane.
Birds, I can see a whole bunch out there.
Crane.
See those white egrets up in the trees? Beautiful.
Crane.
Crane.
Correct. We have cormorants, ducks, green coots, and hawks. You get eagles come around here looking for a snack. Most of the bunnies that go squirrels.
there.
You know what we really like to talk about is our big condors coming up here. We have 5 California condors. The biggest land-based bird.
I see the fox. Oh, he just jumped.
Here. Now, these guys have wingspans 9 to 10 feet. And this lady up here is going to show you. See, she's kind of showing off. Now, I say lady because all of our condors are female. It's an amazing sight when they unfold those wings. Now, there she goes. Look at her. Now, 30 years ago, these guys were almost extinct. There were only about 22 left in the wild.
Wow.
They brought them all in, started a breeding program, and today there's about 400. About half of those are in the wild, so it's been something.
Front of the train.
Now, in fact, if you're on Facebook, you should check out the Condor Cave. There's a camera in a nest down in Ventura County with a 2-month-old chick in it. And they pretty regularly post pictures, videos of the development. It's pretty neat. All right, up here, this is the Forest Edge. Home to a couple of favorites of mine, Emu and Goma, our western lowland gorillas. These are 400-pound half brothers, handsome dudes. Named us from the Bronx, so they have funny accents. What's not funny, unfortunately, is that these guys really are extremely endangered in the wild. Partly they're losing their forests in Africa to mining. They're digging stuff that they use in cell phones. That's why we have a bin out front of the zoo for old phones and electronics. If you got an old phone, stuff like that, bring it by because every little bit helps them, and they're definitely worth saving. This is Monty, our mosaic snake. Never said a bad word about anyone. Now, here we go. We've got the Pacific on the left and the African savanna on the right. Right, looking over the
We
wall
never
here.
saw the gorillas.
We only saw one.
All right, now, if you look to the left, this is Jane coming to the fence. I haven't seen this much today. His mom, Audrey, is over off the feeding platform. Now, Michael is over. There's Michael, right there. He's been kind of wondering where the rest of his family is. I know Audrey is over there, and Sunshine is too.
I guess when they can make the money, they might
He keeps hanging out over there. There. Look at Jane get a little brave. That's good.
Oh, he's going over by his head.
Now, Michael came to us from Canada to help in our breeding program. He turned out to be 16 feet of animal magnetism because within a few weeks of showing up, both Audrey and Betty Lou were pregnant.
Wow.
Michael is the man. And
How long since you've seen seen a female before? How long since you've seen a female before?
So they're doing great. The moms are about 14 feet. Remember these guys are Maasai giraffes? Tallest.
Lions! Where are they?
Just wonderful. Anyway,
Oh, there's one. Oh, they're both next to each other.
now up on the rock we have 2 of our 4 African lions. That's Chadwick on the left, the guy with
Finally, there's the guy.
and there is, and its name is Gingerbread. Scientists call this behavior lying
They're
around.
right there.
Where are the other two?
In the wild, these guys can spend 20 hours a day doing just that. So it's sort of like having teenagers. But
Oh!
we also have 2 young ones. We
Kira.
have Eva and Katie. They're only 2 years old. In Washington. And our plan is to have them all together soon and hopefully have maybe some lion cubs. But the thing about lions is if you ever had a cat and you try to bring a new one into your house, you know it can be a tricky thing. It's no different with lions. The only difference is these guys weigh 300 pounds. So you just got to be careful, be patient, and we're doing that. We're expecting Chadwick to spend a little quality time with Eva any day now, so let's all keep our fingers crossed about that. He sits on about 30 acres. It used to be owned by Lillian Childs. This was a Childs estate for decades. She gave it all away in 1947, and then the zoo opened in 1963. Back then it was pretty much just a little small petting zoo, although we did have Mary Lou, but nobody was petting her. It was built mostly by community volunteers, guys that came in on the
Barrels.
weekends and helped out, guys like my own.
Barrels. Cutie Pie's worst enemy. And mine.
Today we have over 500 animals in about
It's a barrel on me. Oh!
Really, that's a lot bigger. Might think a lot better.
I think all the barrels are gone. Poor Cutie
All
Pie.
right, next up is our green capybaras. These are another favorite of mine. This one in South America, the world's biggest rodent. Now these guys are really built to live in the water. If you look at them, their eyes, ears, and nose stick way up high. Let them sit in the water and keep an eye out for the things that want to eat them. They don't mind, they can dive in the water and hold their breath for up to 5.
Hold their breath up to 5
There
minutes.
they are. See how they do that? Look through the middle. You see how they're almost completely submerged, but their eyes, ears, and nose are above the water. Look to the middle of the pool and to the left. And look.
What?
Kind of when we come back past the cross, look back to the right. And they're way better right now. Alright, here's also a handsome dude
Oh,
right
now I
here.
see him.
Oh, he's
See,
cool.
look back to the pool.
Oh, look at his right there.
Look back to the pool. See if you can see him.
Oh, he was right there.
Anyway.
Yeah, we can.
They're pretty amazing. Really easy going.
We're going into the tunnel.
Alright guys, as we approach the platform, we ask you to remain seated until we come to a full stop. On behalf of myself and the rest of the wild animals, thank you very much for riding with us today. And as always, we hope that you have a zoo